Expert reveals shocking truths about your gaze. Have you ever locked eyes with someone and felt an almost electric pull? Maybe it was during a first date, a tough business meeting, or even a fleeting glance at a stranger on the street. In those moments, something happens that goes far beyond words. Your eyes' sure gaze become a powerful language of their own. An eye expert once said, "Your eyes are like fingerprints of the soul, unique, undeniable, and impossible to fake." And the more science and psychology uncover, the more we realize just how true that is. Think about it. You can hide behind a smile, force a laugh, or say words you don't truly mean. But your eyes, they tell the truth even when your mouth doesn't. They reveal stress, attraction, honesty, fear, and even hidden confidence. This is why people often say the eyes are the window to the soul. But what if I told you there are shocking truths about your gaze that most people don't know? Truths that, once you understand, can transform your relationships, your career, and even how you see yourself in the mirror today. Let's dive deep into the hidden science and soulful wisdom behind your gaze truths that can unlock not only how others see you, but also how you connect the world around you. Truth number 1, your gaze reveals more than words ever could. Research shows that over 70% of human communication is nonverbal. Eye contact is at the center of this silent dialogue. An extended gaze can signal confidence, attraction, or authority, while avoiding eye contact can suggest nervousness, guilt, or disconnection. But here's the shocking part. People often misinterpret eye contact. Too much of it may come across as intimidating or manipulative, while too little can make you seem detached or untrustworthy. At home, notice how often you make eye contact with loved ones. Do you look into your partner's eyes when saying "I love you"? Or do you say it while distracted by a screen? The difference is profound. By practicing intentional eye contact, you send a message that words alone can't deliver. You say, "I am here. I see you. You matter." Truth number 2, your eyes can expose stress and hidden emotions. Experts often study micro movements of the eye to detect stress. Dilated pupils, rapid blinking, or restless darting can reveal emotions long before someone speaks. In fact, law enforcement and therapists often rely on the eyes to spot dishonesty or inner turmoil. At home, you can use this awareness for self-reflection. Stand before a mirror and hold your own gaze for 30 seconds. You might be surprised at what you feel, sometimes pride, sometimes discomfort. The eyes reflect not only how we feel about others, but also how we feel about ourselves. If your own gaze feels restless, it's maybe a sign of unaddressed stress or a lack of self-acceptance. Truth number 3, eye contact creates connection in seconds. We live in a distracted age, constantly pulled by phones and notifications. But here's something extraordinary. Research has shown that holding eye contact with someone for just 4 seconds can spark a sense of connection and trust. That's why in speed dating experiments, participants who maintained more eye contact felt significantly more attracted to each other, even if they barely exchanged words. Imagine applying this truth at home. The next time your child tells you about their day, look into their eyes and give them your full attention. Or when speaking with your spouse, resist the urge to multitask. These moments of pure presence strengthen bonds and create memories far deeper than any text message or passing comment ever could. Truth number 4, your gaze shapes how others see your confidence. People often underestimate how much their gaze communicates about self-belief. Looking directly at someone while keeping a soft, steady gaze can make you appear confident, trustworthy, and competent if you don't feel that way inside. This is why leaders, public speakers, and influencers are trained to master their gaze. Here's a simple exercise. The next time you walk into a room, pick a point slightly above the horizon and allow your gaze to stay lifted. Avoid staring down at the floor or darting around nervously. This subtle shift not only changes how others perceive you, but also influences how you feel about yourself. Your body follows where your gaze leads. Truth number 5, your eyes reveal gratitude and compassion. of the most overlooked truths is how much gratitude and compassion shine through the eyes. When you look at someone with warmth and appreciation, your eyes soften. People can sense that energy instantly. It creates safety, trust, and love. In relationships, this is powerful. Imagine ending your day by simply holding your partner's gaze for a few seconds, silently saying, "Thank you for being here." No words are needed. The eyes speak. In fact, some couples therapy practices encourage partners to gaze into each other's eyes daily to rekindle connection and empathy. How to apply these truths at home. Practice mirror gazing. Spend 1 minute each morning looking into your own eyes, affirming your worth. Give intentional eye contact. When listening to loved ones, let your gaze show presence and care. Balance your gaze, avoid extremes of staring or avoiding. Aim for natural, steady contact. Use eye contact to ground yourself before speaking in public or having a tough conversation. Take a deep breath and let your gaze settle calmly. Share gratitude with your eyes. Express appreciation not just in words, but in the way you look at others. Final thoughts? The power in your gaze, is not just about vision. It's about connection, authenticity, and soul. When you learn to harness the power of your eyes, you open doors to deeper relationships, stronger confidence, and even greater self-awareness. It's not about forcing yourself to stare or using tricks to manipulate others. It's about remembering that your eyes are mirrors of your truth. So the next time you catch your reflection, don't just look past it. Pause, look deeply. Ask yourself, what story are my eyes telling today? And then choose to make that story one of presence, love, and courage. A gentle call to action if these truths about your gaze opened your mind or touched your heart. I invite you to keep this journey alive. On Awaken Mindset, we share soulful insights that help you grow, connect, and transform your everyday life into something extraordinary. Support the channel by subscribing, sharing with a friend, and joining our community of seekers who believe in living with deeper awareness. Your eyes hold untold power. Don't waste it to awaken not only your vision, but your entire mindset.